everybody, and welcome back to my talk show. Let's talk about with Richa. And today, as you can see, the setting is different. This is the way I actually wanted it. So to be face to face with my guests, but unfortunately, that did not happen. So I am going back to the original idea. And since I'm so lucky that my guest is local where I live, so we could do this face to face. Welcome, Christina Engh, to my talk show.
Thank you for having me.
This is an amazing woman. As you can see, she is glowing, and she will share with us her secret for why she looks so healthy and so glowy. And stay tuned because you're going to get a lot of tips. So before we go into the tips and everything you're going to share with us, please tell us a little bit about yourself and your journey.
Thank you for having me again. And yes, my journey. I haven't probably been glowing as much as I have now, because my journey really probably started when I had back surgery 10 years ago. It was a really struggle. I had to learn how to walk again and stand, get dressed, take care of my kids, the simple stuff in life. It was really draining, and I had a lot of, how do we say it? I had so many step backs through my recovery process, and it was draining me, not just physically, but also mentally. So I had to take a change, a big shift of my mindset and be like, this is not the life I want to have. I need to do changes in how I think, how I train, how I want my life to be. So yes, it has been a long but joyful journey as well. I learned a lot.
I remember when the challenges were upon you, you would still smile, and
I always smile through my pain.
Correct. Talk a little bit about that, because I know a lot of different people who has this urge to complain and talk about their pain and find it difficult to smile through the challenges time.
I think that has actually been one of my blessings. And I also have a mom who's trained me mentally to look at the positive things, that it will be a temporary thing. You will come on the other side of hard. And of course, sometimes it takes a lot of effort to think that way, because it's so easy to look at the negative. But for me, it's like one thing that nothing can take away from me is the joy and my smile. So people didn't really understand what kind of pain I was going through, because I always smiled anyway. And that probably helped me a whole lot, because when you smile and you think positive, your stress system goes down. And when your stress goes up, you increases your pain. So being happy and look for all the positives in your life truly is a game changer.
Because it's something you said now, that maybe people didn't understand the pain you were going through, because that was real. I remember you going through the pain and almost not be able to walk.
It was horrible. My doctors didn't even understand. And I had to try to tell her that, well, you have had delivery of babies, and do you think that was painful? And she was like, yeah. Did you have medication? She was like, yeah. Well, I know how it is to have both, like natural birth, and I know this. I choose to have a baby every day compared to what I'm going through here. I was diagnosed to be paralyzed. So I still don't have any, sensory feelings in my legs, but I have trained myself up so I'm able to do everything. Nobody noticed. But I do have pain every now and then. I say every now and then, because it is there. It's something that will never go away, but it's so much better to be on a level 3 than to be on level 12.
Definitely.
So the quality of life is
so
there.
You learn to live with a little pain throughout the day, but you have learned to, I would say, in a way, you had the mind of a matter.
Yes.
Yeah. Could you talk a little bit about that? How did you go from almost being paralyzed or getting diagnosed that you will be paralyzed for the rest of your life till be able to work out every single day?
That is it. You have to work out every single day.
But for some people that would be so easy.
It's a big step
because doctor said I'm going to be paralyzed for the rest of my life. You probably have that too. That if doctor have given you a diagnosis, you think they know best.
It's so much easier to lay down on the couch. And yes, believe me when I say this, when I wake up and I'm not sure how I'm going to get out of bed, luckily it's not often anymore, but those days I'm like, oh, now it's happening again. And you kind of lose hope sometimes. But that's when it's so important to be surrounded with people until you learn to be like, okay, if I choose to lay down, it's harder for me to get back up.
Yeah.
So I always have different kind of movements that I have to do. Like, so if my back is really, really hurting and okay, I can't go to the gym, but what can I do at home? Sometimes I can just stand up and just use my leg as a, going back and forth. And that's the only thing I can do that day. And then I go and lay down. Every hour I come up, I move my legs back and forth just for the movement.
Yeah.
But that is so much better. And you also have to be like, okay, this is temporarily. At least I'm able to get out of the couch. I'm able to move my leg, even though it's just like a centimeters, but just be grateful for those things. And with the gratefulness and the thankfulness of what you're capable of doing, then that will also lower your stress level. And then again, your muscles will loosen up and you will not feel so stressed. That's the key.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that has been the key to many people who have nurtured them back to health, back to working, the body being in control or the mind being in control of the body.
That's the first step.
Yeah.
It is the first step. And then, of course, in the beginning, when I was doing my recovery, I was also so into like, oh, I have to be on a certain diet and I shouldn't be eating these carbs. I only have to have proteins. And that's the worst thing that you do.
Yeah.
Because you're lacking so many nutrients that you need to have the recovery for your muscles and your nerves. You need all of them. So once I grasped that and learned that, okay, it's not just the movements. I have to have the full package of nutrition.
Yeah.
Along with that, learning how to deal with your stress and your everyday. We all have stress in life. It's just that when you have we can call it trauma because that's what it is. When you have hurt like that, you just have to deal with it in so many different areas of your life so you can heal, so you can get the quality sleep when your body is actually healing.
Yeah.
So it's a big mindset shift.
Yeah. But it's, as I've experienced it, it doesn't happen overnight.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't happen overnight. Mindset shift or healing or trauma work or whatever is keeping you back, your limiting belief or whatever it is.
Yeah.
It takes work.
It does.
But you have to start somewhere.
Yes.
And start small steps and then bring in the immense feeling of grace and gratefulness.
Yeah. I think we kind of forget, like you say, it does take time because you do a little bit every day. But you think it also takes so long, and then suddenly it's 3 months has passed or 4 months, and then you're like, wow, what a change. But while you're in there, you're like, oh, it's such a long way ahead. And then you're like, wow, what a transformation I have.
Yeah. It doesn't have to take long, but it's not a quick fix.
It's not a quick fix.
I totally agree with
you.
It's a journey. If you do little something new, something different every day to get closer to your goal, it doesn't have to take a long time. It doesn't have to take ages before you actually see the transformation. But I think, people underestimate how much they can do in a short period of
most
time.
Definitely. I still catch myself underestimating what I'm capable of doing. And then, even though I am a coach and advisor, I also need someone to be like, hey, you can be better than this. Why don't you think high enough about yourself? Why don't you push yourself? I'm like, I am pushing. No, you're not. Because then you would feel it. You have to be uncomfortable. And that is the key. We always want to be comfortable. For growth, we need to be uncomfortable sometimes.
Yeah, definitely. But now you teach this.
Yes.
Now you have made your own, what do you call it? A program, or what do you call it? It's not actually a program, but we do follow it.
Yeah.
And so tell us a little bit about that.
I would say that if you're going to call it a program, it's a course. It's definitely a course. It's an educational system that teaches you how to listen to your body again with the basic knowledge.
You have to listen to your body. I mean, that's the key thing. And it is so important what you're saying there, because I meet so many people every day, especially the young people who are, up and coming. They have no connection with their body. No. I don't understand that. How is that possible? It's your body.
Yeah. I think there are many factors for that. I used to be a school teacher, and I've been helping many families, not just within the school and education, but also to build relations within the family and how they eat and how they can be better. And when you lose connection with how you feel when you're feeding your body with ultra processed food, and it kind of numbs you.
Yeah.
And then you go to the doctor because you don't feel well, and you get a lot of medication, and then you get side effects from that. So that's how you lose connection with your body.
Yeah.
So we kind of had to step back, because if you look 100 years ago, when we actually had quality food, then we didn't have the same issues that we have today. Yeah. And they listen. And it's not about that you have to be skinny, or it's about feeling good in your own self.
I think it's very important what you're saying, that you don't have to be skinny to be healthy.
No.
I know people who are naturally very thin.
Yeah.
And they don't work out. They eat everything they want and need. And, they'll just, have everything, because they have this notion that they will never gain weight because they've always been skinny. Whereas I believe in some ways that I am much healthier than them, even though I've never been skinny.
Yeah.
Because I'm very focused on getting my workout done, yoga, breathing exercises, choosing healthy eating, so and enjoying life also.
That's a big part of being healthy.
Yeah.
In my opinion, you can have a very fit and healthy body, but if your mind is not happy, you are not healthy. And if you're going to live with a lot of restrictions in life, just so you can have a certain type of body that you feel like, okay, this is what's perfect, you are restricting yourself from so much happiness. If it is food, because for me, I love food, and I don't want to have restrictions when it comes to food. Or I don't want to, which is also one of my goals, I want to be free to be able to do whatever I want. So if my body is not working, then I'm not able to do it. So that is my motivation to get further. But healthy, it is the food, it's your mindset, it's how you sleep, it's who you surround yourself with.
So true.
So I kind of say, if you don't wake up in the morning and feeling, yes, I'm ready to thrive for this day, it's something wrong.
Yeah.
You have an imbalance in you, that it's one of these sections you have to change.
Yeah.
And we all can be better.
Always.
So, yeah. So
Always.
when it comes to the program or the school, it is based to having knowledge, to listen to yourself, learn how to eat. That you can eat everything, but just learn how to eat when you eat it. Why we are working out? Because we are not just working out for our physical body. It's that for our brain. It's that for our mindset, for creativity. You know, it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah. I have checked out her program, and trust me, it is really worth it. But as Christina also said, you know, it's something that you have to keep on working with all the time.
Yeah.
And even though I've been focused on my health, especially the last 4 years, but still there is always the next level that I can go to.
Yes.
I can put new habits in place. I can, you know, focus more on my sleep quality. I can always focus on, you know, the quality of my food, even though I know I choose healthier food. But what is the next step? How can I go one step deeper? How can I become a little bit more focused when I work out? What are the, you know, muscles that I really want to work out with now? There are so many things in the whole aspect that you can focus on. And if you already are focused on your health, you can still, you know, get a lot out of this course. So you have to check it out. We're going to share the links and everything around this video. But
can I just say one thing? Because it's so true what you're saying right there. Because I could easily say, oh, but my health now is very good. But my journey is not stopping here.
Exactly.
I always strive to be even better than I was yesterday. So it's always something you can improve and be better at. If it is like to get a little bit more quality sleep or take a break throughout the day just to be like, woosah, sometimes it helps. Yeah. But you had to have kind of a reminder because we tend to forget.
Definitely.
We tend to forget.
Definitely. Like I was talking to you on Monday. I've been really good in drinking water. Yeah. But for some reason, last week, I forgot to drink water, you know, enough, you know, to 2 liters. Yeah. And that has been a habit of mine for so long. Yeah. But because something happened in my life, it suddenly just
life happens.
Yeah. And it left my mind. And I was like, every night I was going to bed, oh, I haven't drunk all of my 2 liters today. And then I would wake up in the middle of the night because I'm thirsty. Yeah. So again, even if you think you have things in place, there's always the next level you can go to. Absolutely. Or get back some of the good habits that you were really, you know, comfortable with. But I also love the word that you said, it's a journey.
It's a journey.
You know, the destination is to get yourself healthy, but it's a fresh commodity. You need to keep on doing it. It's not enough to go to the gym once. You have to go every day. Yeah. Like or a few times a week.
And be active every day.
And you breathe every day, don't you?
Yeah. Exactly.
You eat every day.
We brush our teeth every day.
So that means this is also the focus on health. You can't just put it aside or I'll look at it after 4 weeks because I'm just stressed now. No, you have to learn how to focus on your health all the time, even when things are hard.
Yeah, and I'm thinking what I really want to get across to people is that don't wait till you're sick.
Yes, so true.
Yeah, I did. I chose not to listen to my body. I had so many signs for a long time. I chose not to listen, and I ended up on bed rest for 3 months. I dropped 15 kilos. I had no muscles left. I didn't have no strength for nothing. It's not worth it.
No.
So now it's not for me to get sick. It's for me to stay healthy.
Yeah.
And that's the only way I can be successful in life in general, business and family, friends, to be there, to be an inspiration, to be a good friend.
Yeah. Yeah. And to yourself as well.
Most importantly.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think also this process of taking care of yourself, teaches you to love yourself.
Yes.
I think the
You come
best
first.
way to show yourself love is to take care of your body, your mental health, your physical health, and emotional health.
Yeah.
So, which is this, and through your course, we also learn the different how different food can balance our different hormones.
Yes.
And how hormones really have an effect on not just our mood but also our
everything in our body.
Yeah.
Everything is from. I think we tend to think that hormones is just the estrogen and testosterone.
Yeah, that's what we learned.
That's it. But all your stress hormones, the hormones that you need for happiness, the hormones that you need to get some sleep at night. It has to be balanced.
Yeah.
The cortisol, which you hear, oh, it's so dangerous with high cortisol, but it's not. It's a part. Your body is building it up during night. But how are you going to use it? That's how you have to learn. Like, okay, now my cortisol is high. So how do I balance it? Do I feed it or do I use it? So it's just keys to get yourself right, really. And once you do that, you will just feel amazing.
Yeah.
It's such a big difference. And I have been, since we started the course, so I take a week here and there where I'm living like a normal person. Like I would say that I live normal, but where they eat ultra processed food, they can have a chocolate every day and eat just before they go to bed. Like my sleep is horrible. So when I wake up, that's when I go back to like, I don't want to get out of bed. I don't feel like it. I don't feel like I'm rested because my body didn't get the rest. I fed it so much BS before I went to sleep.
Yeah.
So
it's processing all the toxin out of your body.
Exactly.
And I think that is something that a lot of people don't understand. They think they're eating or choosing healthy food, but it's when it's processed or ultra processed, you're feeding your body a lot of the toxin that it doesn't want. So if you are not, like Christina said, jumping out of bed, it's not just because you haven't maybe exercised or drank enough water, but look at your food.
Yeah.
Look at what is in the food, and if you can choose much more raw, like basic
food with no labels. Really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that is why our parents are very big on homemade food.
Yeah.
Don't eat so much outside, eat at home. I think that tradition kept them as healthy as much healthier than our generation, because we kind of grown up on ultra processed
quick
food.
Fix in that area,
and microwaves and all of those things, and the rays. But it's amazing. I mean, you are sharing a story with us, which is very, very, heartwarming. And I mean, I can't even imagine all the pain and all that you've been through.
I hope you will never.
Yeah.
Hope you will never.
When you look back at your entrepreneurial journey and your, all the health journey, how do you define success?
How do I define success? First, like if you had asked me that question like a year or two ago, I would have said, no, I'm successful because I'm standing on my two legs. I'm able to walk. I talked to my physical therapist about that actually, and she was like, that standard is a little too low. We need to higher that, because it's a huge gap. We need to get more. But that's how my mind was, because it was kind of like close-minded. But at the same time, when you are feeling so low that when everything in life has been ripped from you, you are just so thankful that you're able to stand or you're able to walk for 30 minutes, so that was success for me. But this journey has taught me so much about myself. So, and the eagerness to learn even more about the human body and how I then can help people. For me, that is success. All the other benefits when it comes to what, the business running, that is just an add-on. But the success that I am capable of teaching people how they can treat their body, not my journey.
No.
Because they have their own journey.
Yeah.
So what works for me doesn't necessarily work for you.
No.
And that's what I want to teach you. And that's why you will never see me giving you like, this is a plan, follow that, because it worked for me.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm 6 foot tall or 183. You are.
We may not go there.
So we have totally different bodies.
Yeah, definitely.
And we have totally different lives.
Yeah. So, and DNA, I mean, yes, she's a sister of mine, but as you can see, we come from different parents. Yeah. But in hearts we are sisters. But yes, as you are from the Nordic, have Nordic DNAs. I have Asian DNAs, and definitely different. All even though ultimately we are the same, but there are some differences.
And we also come from different kitchens.
Yes.
And which is also so amazing about this is that regardless what kitchen that you're coming from, you can use it. And it really goes back to the old days.
Yeah.
Eat good food, quality food. Eat food to fuel your body so you can feel good. And you will see like people with ADHD that will balance them more. People with anxiety, it will
definitely.
Yes.
So and that's the beauty of food.
Yeah.
Make your food your medicine, and you don't have to take other chemical produced medicines.
Right.
Because if you can do that, I've seen so many people, reducing the traditional medicine because they have changed their diet, they changed their choices for what they want to put in their mouth, and understood the signals of their body because it's coded, and only you can decode it. And that's what she's teaching you, that listen to the signals and decode them, because you will definitely get different signals.
Yes. I'm working with one now who within like 3 weeks, she was off migraine medication. She sleeps better at night.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is amazing.
Fantastic.
Like 2-3 weeks and you done that. I helped her a little bit I got to know her during fall. And she was on and off on sick leave. So I saw her sometimes and suddenly I didn't see her. And she's like, no, I've really, really struggled with kidney stones.
Oh my God.
For almost a year. The only thing the doctors had done was to increase her pain medication and nothing worked. And I gave her a few tips. And she texted me the next day. She's like, I lowered my pain medication right away.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Apple cider vinegar, guys.
and go out and buy it.
No, but that is incredible.
Yeah.
And get the correct size of salt. They say do not have salt. We need salt. Our cells are salt. When we cry, what do we taste? We taste salt. So, but table salt that is ripped from all nutrients, no. But get your electrolytes in.
Yeah.
You would just feel better.
Definitely. And I think it's amazing. But I also see that you are very, very intuitive.
Yes.
Right. You pick up signals from
the
body.
Person.
Yeah. And it's not like, as you said, there is no one shoe fit all. But for you, it's like, okay, you have this, and you see the bigger picture that, okay, you are from there, you eat this, you have that kind of pain, you have this, and maybe this could be it. And you're listening to your intuition, and you're listening to their body signals. So which makes you very unique in what you do.
Thank you. I think that's also what made me very unique and a great teacher.
Yeah.
Because I saw every single individual.
Yeah.
It was, and I do the same. I have that. That is my blessing. that I can talk to you for a quick moment. And if you tell me one thing, I can be like, but do you know that you're standing? You're standing this way, like, you know, quick to pick up certain, like, and it's not like, don't think that you have to turn your whole life around.
Exactly.
It's just small twitches here and there. Do a little bit more of what you're already doing. We all walk. What if you can walk 5 minutes extra per day?
Yeah.
We all eat. What if you eat a little bit more of this and a little bit less of this?
Yeah, exactly.
Because we all do that.
Yeah.
We all breathe.
Yeah.
Okay, why don't you take just, okay, now it's 12 o'clock. So let's just take a couple of extra deep breaths.
Deep breath, yeah.
Because it just balances you again.
Yeah.
It restarts your system.
Correct. Yeah, and reduces the stress. Again, coming back to stress.
Again, coming back to stress. Yeah,
and
but
reducing the pain. Yeah.
I don't think I understood what stress truly do to your body until I had so much pain and I was in full-time job. And not only my body was stressed, but I didn't know it was stressed. My legs started swelling up. I was constantly bloated. My sleep was horrible. And it took me actually 5 months of not working and just being focused on myself. The only job I had to do, physical therapy and go to the gym or go for walks. And it still took 5 months before my body started to calming down. So stress, that's a disease.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah.
But as you said, you are focused on, healthy eating and working out and focusing on
movement,
and your health. And you have a business, you have children, and you have they are bigger now, but they're still
still my children.
Yeah, and they still live at home.
Yeah.
And so how do you balance your time? How do you manage your time? Because it's a lot. I mean, for a lot of people who are entrepreneurs, have a lot of things happening. You are an entrepreneur as well, but still, how do you manage your time so you can keep yourself focused on your health and your wealth,
Oh, that journey started a long time ago when I wasn't an entrepreneur, when I was still working in, within the hamster wheel, as I will call it. I chose to go to bed early.
Yeah.
So I could get up early.
Yeah.
I chose to work out in the mornings because then I didn't feel tired. And I knew, okay, if I set my day this way, I know I will, I don't have to deal with it when I come home from work.
When you're tired.
When I'm tired. And it was just a nicer way to start my day. I came home, I had plans. And yes, I have 2 children with very different needs. So we were 3 people with 3 different needs. But the basic of the food was the same. It was just more and less of in each meal box. So I had a structure.
Yeah.
It was all about planning. And then that became a habit. But to wake up in the morning to get your day started instead of sitting, scrolling on your phone.
Yeah.
We all have the same hours.
Time stealer.
Oh, that's a time stealer.
Oh my God.
It goes so fast when you are like on Instagram and 2 hours on Reels.
It goes so fast.
It's horrible. So we all have the same hours. I remember when I was working as a teacher, they're like, but how do you have time to work out? I'm like, I have the same hours as you. But I choose to go to bed around 9:30. To get up in the morning at 4:15, 4:30 to start my day. And I'm still doing that now, even though I don't have to run to an office because I'm working from home, but I have that morning routine.
Yeah.
And for me, that will never change. That is the most important thing I do to get my body started, to fuel my body after I've been working out. Then I go ahead and start my work day.
Yeah. I think what you're saying is it's very, very important for people who want to achieve something different. So note these people. If you really want to achieve something, and I've seen that with most of the successful people I've interviewed and are in approximation with, that they don't waste their time watching Netflix all the time. I'm not saying don't
You can
binge
do it.
watch like Netflix if you want, but if you want results, that cannot be your go-to thing all the time.
No.
Sitting 4 hours in front of television doesn't have to be one thing, but any television or your phone scrolling on social media will not get you closer to your goal.
No.
If that is not your goal, that this is what I want to experience, then that's different. Like every Friday evening, that is my goal. I just want to, spend time with my family, and then we can watch whatever from after 8 o'clock. I'd say put it on whatever, and I can watch it 3-4 hours. But that's the goal of the evening, that I'm going to spend time with my family. But any other evening, no. I go to bed early because I need to wake up early because I want to achieve something else.
Exactly. And it's really how you want your day, or how successful you want to be. Because there are so many who comes home from work and they feeling drained, and they don't have no motivation to even be greater, because they don't feel that they have it, what it takes to do that. And for us as entrepreneurs, we already know, but we can still be so tired because you're not taking care of your health. And I'm kind of saying that you will not reach your potential in success until you have your health on point. Because that's when you can push your 14 hours if that's needed.
Correct.
Because we do have 24 hours. Women, we need to sleep between 7 and 9 hours a night. You have a lot of hours in that window. And most people, they go to work 7.5, 8 hours a day. So say 10 hours with traveling back and forth. You still have so many hours. So how do you want to beat them? Okay, so if you want to watch Netflix, okay, go ahead, but do it while you're walking on the treadmill. So you can, or listen to audiobooks that will actually feed your mind with positivity instead of pushing you down.
I think that is amazing. And it's what you put into the hours that matters. What is the content of it? Do you have any advice for people who are just starting out their health journey or their entrepreneurial journey? And do you have any advice?
When it comes to the health, I would get someone or be around people that you look up to. And that is in business as well.
Correct.
Because you can learn from their mistakes, so you're not doing them. You don't have to do the mistakes that's already been taken. That is stupidity.
It is, isn't it?
That is waste of time. So since they have done it, don't say like, oh, since you have done it, I want to try so I can fail too. No, I have been there. Be like, no, I wouldn't do it on my own. But no, don't do that. That's a waste of time. But be around people, both in health and entrepreneurs and business. Get a coach. Have someone guide you.
Correct.
It is so much easier to be 100% accountable at all times.
So true.
And you need to have that conversation partner. Because you will meet hard. You will meet hard. It's not an easy road.
No.
Life isn't easy.
If it had been easy, don't you think everybody would have chosen it?
Yeah, but that's why we are unique.
We
are we. Yeah, absolutely. And I think it takes a mindset that too. It takes a mindset.
But it's not as hard as many people want it to be.
Absolutely not. And I take myself and be like, oh, maybe I'm working too much. But the thing is that me helping people, it gives me so much joy that I don't feel like it's work.
No.
I don't feel like it's work. It's my passion. It's my drive. And how can that be work?
No, that's correct. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Christina, for joining us and sharing your story, sharing your tips and ideas and your knowledge. And thank you for the tips. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
So guys, connect with Christina Engh, sharing all the contact information, and check out her program. And just for information, you are starting new programs every now and then, right?
Yeah,
every month.
For now and for this year, I will do every other month Norwegian and English.
Yeah.
So the first English course will be in April, and the Norwegian will start at the end of the 25th of March.
So if you're in Norway, you still have time to join her for the 25th of March. And if you are anywhere other in the world, then April will be a good time to start focusing on your health. You can start already now, but do get a coach, somebody who can help you be accountable and take care of you.
Yes.
So until next time, take care of yourself, be kind to yourself and to others. Bye.